picture perfect blue sky overhead and an absolutely fantastic night for baseball at Wintercrest Field as CTN covers Town Ball. It's not Metro Mini, it's a cross league game against the Stockman Irish. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and just spectacular evening after an impressively hot start to this week. It is absolutely beautiful.
It is so comfortable, and it's going to be a beautiful night for a ball game. And this is going to be an interesting one. The Stockmans Irish, they come in at 13-2. Now they lost just 2 games, both by the score of 3-2 in 11 innings. One to the Minneapolis Millers, the other to the Champlin Low Gators. A couple of really good squads.
Stockman Irish having a heck of a season and just a couple of wins. Or a couple of losses so far. Tim Smith, the shortstop, will lead things off, followed by Nick Fridges, Brody Paulson hitting third, Brian Knight, the DH, in the cleanup spot, Bryce Hinkst behind him, Ryan Moeller, the second baseman, hitting sixth, Levi Iverson, Joe Silversmith, and Luke Siegel round out the order for the Irish.
Yeah, and the Redbirds come in, and they haven't played a little while. They've had they didn't have any action over the 4th of July. I believe the 29th was their last contest.
Brandon Wozniak getting the start on the hill for the home team.
Brandon coming in with an 0-3 record. He's pitched 21 2/3 innings. He's given up 30 hits, 18 runs. 11 of those runs have been earned. Struck out 17. And he comes in with a 4.57 earned run average.
Well, the Redbirds chomping at the bit to get back to work, as you talked about, at a long weekend break for the holiday. There's how they line up in the field this evening. Jason Clubbin in right field, Tanner Stein in center, and Xander Parr in left. Scott Jusela at first base, Hayden Torgerson at the hot corner, Cole Grebner and Jimmy Brenda in the middle of the infield. Zach White is behind the plate, calling the pitches for Brandon Wozniak.
The Redbirds coming in at 11-8 on the season, so they're looking here to see if they can pick up their 12th win. As we talked about, it's going to be a good contest, and Wozniak will be have his hands full against this club. They hit the ball well. How well, I couldn't tell you, because apparently they don't keep stats, but they do score runs.
Wozniak with an off-speed pitch to freeze Silversmith for strike one. Fastball popped back out of play, 0-2.
Hey, maybe you'll get a chance to redeem yourself and catch a foul ball. Went off your hand last game. But you did have to stretch.
If I had a glove, I would have made it look easy.
Yeah, for sure. You better have caught it if you had a glove.
This one slapped on the right side. Brenda waits on it. The throw in plenty of time to Jusela, and there's one away. So Silversmith retired on 3 pitches. And that'll bring the third baseman, Nick Fridges, to the dish. First pitch hit well to right. That's deep. Clubbin runs into the wall. The ball is off the wall. He's already turning 2 and easily into third with a triple off the fence and right for Nick Fridges.
Yeah, he jumped over all over that first pitch. And he gave it a ride to the deepest part of right center field. As you see Clubbin, he's going to run into that wall.
No warning track at Wintercrest.
Nope, just the fence. Well, the Irish with an opportunity to see if they can get on the board here first in the top of the first.
Runner at third with one out, Brody Paulson. Also digging in from the left side. Wozniak misses outside, 1-0. Swung out and missed. And the count is even 1-1 to Brody Paulson.
Ball got by, but Bridges wasn't going to get a chance to come home.
Runner at third, one out. 1-1 pitch. Hit high and deep again to right center. Parr is there to make the catch. Tagging and jogging his way home is Nick Fridges. And Paulson starts the scoring with a sac fly to center.
Well, that's too bad. It's giving the ball a ride. Paulson not quite as far as Fridges did, but far enough to get that run home from third.
Oh, that's Tanner Stein in center. Sorry, Xander Parr's in left.
Correct.
This one popped up behind home plate and will get out of play. And again, Wozniak able to get ahead in the count. Now with the bases clean and 2 away. This one popped up into short right field. Brenda able to track it down and make the catch to end the inning. But one hit, one run, none left. 1-0 Stockmans Irish after a half an inning. You're watching Town Ball on CTN. All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Russell. Back at the sun-washed field of Wintercrest Park. Town Ball on a beautiful July evening. Stockman's Irish jump to the early lead. The opportunity for the home team, Coon Rapids Redbirds, to respond.
Yeah, just the one base hit in that first inning, but it was a big one.
There is the Redbirds batting order. Alexander Parr will lead things off. Jake Paulson DHing and hitting second. Scott Jusela in the 3 spot with Tanner Stein hitting cleanup. Jimmy Brenda is hitting 5th. Zach White behind him. Jason Clubbin, Hayden Torgerson, and Cole Grebner round out the order for head coach Jeff Lindstrom. Xander Parr leading off, playing in left field, not center.
That is correct. Parr hitting 204 as he steps to the plate.
Bunts one foul, but ran it out anyhow.
He has 10 base hits on the season, 9 singles and a double.
Fouled back. Nathan Brandecker getting ahead in the count early, 0-2. Wisely lays off the breaking pitch and finished his low, 1-2.
So the Irish had a lot of Tartan graduates, Oakdale, that area. That's where a lot of these guys come from, in that vicinity.
Brandecker misses outside, 2-2. Fastball up and away, and the count is full. Grounded and pops off the base. Good job, really, by Kelby Johnson, the second baseman, to back it up, but Paulson thought there was no chance to get him. This one just hit the base, popped up over Brody Paulson. He had no chance on it and then gave up on it. But it's actually Kelby Johnson at second base. Brody Paulson is correct. Joe Silversmith is the shortstop. Nick Fridges at third. Iverson or Olheiser, Hull, and Hinkst are the outfielders. Levi Johnson is behind the plate. So Xander Parr on base with a leadoff single. Paulson tries to bunt, punches it back and foul, out of play, 0-1.
Well, with Parr at first, nobody out, an opportunity just to hear what Paulson can do about moving him around. Redbird certainly would like to get at least that one run back.
High heat gets him swinging, 0-2. Oh, sorry, that was
a strikeout.
Strike three. So 1 out and 1 on. And the first baseman, Scott Jusela, will dig in to face Nathan Brandecker. Fastball called a strike, 0-1.
Jusela hitting .375 on the season. Second on the team in RBI with 14, behind Jimmy Brinda with 16.
Curveball nearly got him to bite, finished in the dirt, but a good check on the swing by Jusela. It's 1-1.
Actually, he's third on the squad. Tanner Stein has 15 RBI. I don't want to slight Tanner in any sense of the word.
Fastball hit well, but well foul. It's 1-2. Popped up behind second base. It's a little deeper than thought, but tracked down by Jordan Hull from center.
Yeah, he had to make a long run, but a nice play on it. That's big out number 2 with a runner at first.
And now Tanner Stein.
Well, Tanner Stein's only hitting .486 on the year. He's leading hitter on the squad.
Easy take outside, 1-0.
Redbird's batting .309 as a team.
big swinging strike for Tanner Stein, 1-1.
I'm telling him to drive over some cables.
Runner goes, pitch called to strike, throw is way overthrown. Johnson backing up from second, able to make sure that Parr gets second and no more.
That is the fifth stolen base on the season for Parr.
Now a 1-2 count to Tanner Stein. Pitch in the dirt, good stop by Johnson. 2-2. That is not an easy take.
Oh, didn't miss by much.
But it makes it a full count.
Well, again, you want to throw a good pitch here, but you don't want to throw too good a pitch because he can hit the ball.
Got him swinging out in front on a curveball in the dirt. Johnson throws to Paulson to complete the strikeout. They leave the runner stranded. It's 1-0 Irish over the Redbirds after 1 on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Howie, do you know why fish are so bad at volleyball? Because they're afraid of the net.
Why me?
Why couldn't the volleyball player cross the road? There were too many bumps. Why was Cinderella kicked off the team? Because she ran away from the ball.
I hate you.
Back at the ballpark. And a gorgeous evening for baseball viewing.
Yeah, it's really
at Winter Crest.
It's really comfortable. Last time we were at the ballpark here, it was a little warm. Tonight it's comfortable. And you are right, people are enjoying themselves.
Stockmans Irish got a big hit in the first inning, a triple by Nick Fridges. Knocked home on a sac fly by Brody Paulson. Coon Rapids responded, had one hit in their half of the inning. A funny bounce off the bag at first. Allowed Xander Parr to get a leadoff single. He stole a base, but was left stranded. Hinkst fouls back the first offering from Wozniak here in the top of the second inning. Wozniak doing a really nice job of getting ahead in the count. He's around the plate a lot. 11 pitches so far, 10 for strikes.
He's a relatively quick worker. Unlike Brandecker, it takes a little bit more time between pitches.
Off-speed pitch, fouled back and away. It'll stay 1-2. Spins one wide, but he had one to waste. 2-2. Hinkst fouls another one off. We'll try again at 2-2.
Yeah, doing a good job of just make his at bat. Make Wozniak throw him pitches.
This one grounded to the left side, snagged by Hayden Torgerson. A good throw makes it look easy.
That was a heck of a play. Did a really nice job of going to his left and was just able to make sure he gloved it before it went by him. Then a nice throw over to the bag to Jusela.
Torgerson, a 2022 grad of Anoka High School. Playing Division II ball down in Iowa, I believe at Luther. But I could be mistaken. It has happened before.
Occasionally. It's usually when it's a full moon.
I actually coached his older brother Blake when he and Aaron, my son, were 10 years old, so
young.
11 years ago or so.
Crazy.
1-1 now to Kelby Johnson. Popped up, will get out of play. Shapiro dives. Oh, you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah, I got nice jeans on, too. I got to be careful.
Got medical insurance paid up?
I do have my medical insurance paid up.
Okay, good.
So I'm good to go. I'm good to break things. Sprain things.
Let's not.
No, I'd prefer not to.
1-2. This one grounded up the middle, slowly scooped up by Grebner, but good speed down the line from Kelby Johnson. Beats out the infield single.
Yeah, really, it was a slow roller, too, and not much Grebner could do to get it over there to attempt the out.
So 1 out and 1 on for the left fielder, Eric Olheiser. Hit very, very well to straightaway center. Stein can't make the catch over his shoulder. They're going to turn Johnson. He's coming home. He will score without a throw, an RBI double by Eric Olheiser on the first pitch he saw.
Well, again, you talked about his speed coming around the bases. I mean, that speed down first to beat out that slow roller, but did a really nice job of coming around, giving the Irish a 2-run lead now with just one away. Runner at second.
And now Levi Iverson, the catcher for the Irish. His team up 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. 1 out and a runner at second base. Takes a first pitch strike, behind in the count 0-1. Curveball, he checks the swing. Good stop by Zach White behind the plate.
Zach White caught in the Cardinal program.
2022 graduate as well. Iverson way out in front of an off-speed pitch. And Wozniak back in the driver's seat, 1-2. Another curveball, good stop by White again. Keeping an eye on Olheiser out at second base, 2-2. The count to Iverson. Fastball swung on and missed. A big, big strikeout for out number 2 for Brandon Wozniak.
Yeah, and there was some heat on that pitch. He blew it by him. All important second out.
Now the number 9 hitter for the Irish, number 9, Jordan Hull.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Another look at the fastball, just blown past a swinging Iverson. Curveball in the dirt again. It's a dangerous game to play at this ballpark, as we talk about a lot, but Zach White doing a nice job backstopping Wozniak so far. Fastball in the dirt. It's 2-0.
Yeah, I always talk about keep that ball in front of you.
And I think this is maybe the first 2-0 count. I'd almost guarantee it's the first 2-0 count for Brandon Wozniak. Climbs the ladder, gets Hull swinging after a high fastball. Another fastball, another swinging strike. Wozniak able to get it back to 2-2.
Yeah, does a nice job. Keeps his composure at down 2-0 and coming back with a couple of strikes.
Wozniak misses low, and the count is full. This one hit high to left field. Behind it is Parr. He's there to make the catch for out number 3. 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 left. The Irish a 2-0 lead after an inning and a half on CTN. Back at Wintercrest for CTN's coverage of Town Ball. Well, interleague play tonight as the Redbirds welcome the Stockmans Irish. Irish are running each of their first 2 at-bats, staking Nathan Brandecker to a 2-0 lead early.
Yeah, and they're hitting the ball pretty hard, too. Granted, just the 1 run in each of the innings, but they do have 3 base hits so far through 2 innings.
2 of them being extra base hits, and I think Olheiser probably could have made it for 3. It would have been the second triple of the game. Brenda looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1. And now fouls it back out of play, and Brandecker right where he wants to be at 0-2.
Jimmy hitting .364 this season.
Couple of long balls at least.
Jimmy's got 6 home runs.
I think he had a 2 home run game early in the season.
Yeah, I think we talked about last time we did
mistaken. Curveball down and away. Brenda keeps the bat on his shoulders. 2-2. Fastball called to strike on the outside edge. Brenda heads back to the dugout. 3rd strikeout victim so far for Nathan Brandecker.
There's only 1 other Redbird on the team that has a home run, being 1. Who do you think it is?
I know who it's not.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Jake Paulson.
Tanner Stein.
That was the other one. I was gonna say it was one of the two. High fly to left field, easy play for Olheiser, and there's 2 down. Zach White retired on a pitch. Made good contact just underneath it. Timed up well. Just underneath it. I shouldn't say made good contact. Jason Clubbin. Swings and misses at the first pitch fastball from Brandecker. It's 0-1.
He's been clubbing the ball, 364 on the season.
Quickly behind in the count, on a couple of fastballs from Brandecker. It's 0-2. Another fastball. This one hit pretty well to the left. Olheiser going back. Can't make the catch over his shoulder. Clubbin will coast into second with a 2-out double.
That was a nice shot to the deepest part of left center. He jumped on that pitch.
Well, he blew a couple of fastballs by him, and
yeah, Olheiser wasn't, just tried to reach for it, but it was well over his head.
Clubbin had him tied up on the third. Now Hayden Torgerson looks at a fastball for a strike on the outside edge, 0-1.
Torgerson hitting .241 on the season.
Curveball fouled back. 0-2 again. Clubbin at second. 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, skips through the legs of Levi Johnson, and Clubbin will move up to third base.
Yeah, an easy take here, as you talked about earlier, when the ball gets behind the catcher.
Well, and this one didn't get all the way to the backstop.
Nope.
Johnson got a piece of it, but it snuck through plenty far for Clubbin to advance. Chopped foul down the third baseline. Nearly took out Clubbin.
He's mowing out there. It's hard to see it. Yeah. Closer to the foul line than you think. 2 for 1.
1-2 pitch. Torgerson pops it up to short. Silversmith settles under it and makes the catch. 1 hit, 1 left. It's a 2-0 lead for the visitors as we head to the third.
Did you know that a player will jump an average of 300 times per game of volleyball?
Wow. And I think jumping up to go to the fridge is hard.
The fastest volleyball serve was over 83 miles per hour.
Yikes. If that serve were coming at me, they could have the point. I like my hands. They're dainty.
Huh?
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back in Wintercrest, CTN's live coverage of Men's League. Town ball.
Town
Wooden
ball
bat.
action. Love it.
How it was meant to be played.
Yes. The boys of summer. Now the Redbirds like to see if they can get a clean inning here in the field and not allow any runs after giving up one in the first and one in the second.
Back to the top of the order, Joe Silversmith grounded out to second base, leading off the first inning. Looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1. This one hit very well to right, but clubbing has it measured for out number 1. And when they've hit the ball, they've hit Wozniak pretty hard.
They have. They've hit a number of balls hard
and
here so far this evening.
Not just the double and triple, but the sacrifice fly was hit a very long way.
And he gave that last one a pretty good ride.
Nick Fridges started it with a triple. First pitch he saw in the first inning. Then scored on the sacrifice fly. Curveball fouled off, 1-1. Curveball down and in. Wozniak going to be careful not to groove one to a hard hitter.
No.
With good speed.
Agree.
Fastball hit well, but right at Tanner Stein, just waiting on it, and lets it settle into the leather for out number 2.
Couple of relatively quick fly ball outs here to start the third in the field for the Redbirds.
Stein didn't move but about 3 steps to field that fly ball. This one hit well to right, but club it. Goes to his right, makes the catch, and a very quick 1-2-3 third inning for the Irish. Redbirds back at the plate after this on CTN.
All right, Joe. In high school football, the snap ends when A, the ball is moved from its place on the ground, B, the ball leaves the snapper's hands, or C, the ball touches the ground or any other player. You don't have to raise your hand, Joe. Yes, Joe?
I love football.
Ah, yikes.
Early on, the visiting team getting a good start, but a lot of ball to be played.
Yes.
The number 9 hitter, number 9, Cole Grubner. And both teams have the number 9 hitter wearing number 9.
Isn't that amazing?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
What number?
9.
9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Grebner fouls back the first pitch.
I think they planned it that way when they were the 2 managers talking and saying, hey, you got a number 9, batting number 9. Yeah, me too. Let's make sure we put him in the lineup. Those announcers are nuts. they'll make something out of it all night long.
Curveball got Grubner all twisted up, and it's 0-2 for Nathan Brandecker. Grounded to the left side, charging his Fridges from third, and an easy play to Paulson for out number 1.
Redbirds looking to try and get something going here. It's obviously very early in this contest, but trailing 2-0.
Back to the top of the order, Xander Parr. A fortunate bounce single leading off the first inning as he rolled it down the first baseline, went off the base, and popped up over the head of Brody Paulson. Big stringing strike evens the count at 1-1. Well, Larry Lockdown's having some trouble with the focus out there in center field.
Well, I know that he hadn't gone to see his eye doctor yet, so he might be just having some issues.
I think we got Rusty C-Clamp on its way out there to replace him.
No, I heard Rusty wasn't here today. He's contract negotiations.
2-2 pitch up high to Xander Parr. It's a full count. Another pitch up high. First walk issued by Brandecker this evening. Well, one of our expert technical types is on their way out to have a word with Larry Lockdown and get that focus straightened out. But once Larry's got it.
Well, you know, he needs direction. And
does a great job of holding his shot steady, though. Pitch down and in to Jake Paulson. Oh, it's called a strike. Good little cutter down and in.
Well, he's an old beatnik, so he's like very good at being calm. Stoic.
This one grounded back up the middle and through for Paulson. Parr takes a turn at second, but Hull on it, made sure he's not going any further.
He thought about it. He thought better of it.
So 2 on with nobody out, and Scott Jusula strolls to the plate. Oh, one out. I'm sorry. It's bottom of the order. Bottom of the page. Jusula fly out to center field. Fastball misses 2-0. Inside 3-0.
Well, Brandecker a bit of a jam here with one away. Trying not to load him up. For a pretty good hitter as well on deck.
Jusula taking it all the way, 3-1. Curveball in for a strike, and that was a pretty pitch.
That was, and all of a sudden he's 3-2 and an opportunity not to put him on with a free pass.
Runner is going, pitches up high, ball 4. They're all loaded up. Second walk for Brandecker here, and
we talked about Tanner Stein with a leading hitter on this club at 486, 15 RBI, looking to add to that total here with one away.
A good opportunity for the home team to turn in a big inning. Fastball hit foul and out of play.
Tanner's got 17 hits and 35 at-bats. 6 of those hits have been doubles, 1 triple, and a home run.
Curveball down and away. All loaded up, a 1-1 pitch. Fouling out of play again. Brandecker ahead in the count. This one hit into shallow right field. Solid single for Stein. 1 run scores. They're going to hold Paulson at third. And wisely, they stay loaded with 1 out. And 1 now across. It's a 2-1 ball game.
Well, nice piece of hitting there by Stein. Gets the RBI. It's his 16th on the season. Cuts that lead in half at 2-1.
Jimmy Brinda. Strikeout first time up.
We talked about Jimmy having a good season at the plate. Started this contest at 364.
Foul back and out of play, and Brandecker had the count 0-2. Swinging strike 3, third strikeout of the ball game for Brandecker, and a big second out for the Irish with the tying run at third.
Yeah, that's a huge second out. Looking to hold on to this lead.
Zach White, as we talked about, poorly. Timed it up well, but just got under it. A fly ball to left field on the first pitch he saw. Hacking at the first offering again. This time fouls it back out of play, 0-1. Fastball inside. Big opportunity for, I believe, the Cardinals or the Redbirds' youngest member. He and Torgerson, the 2022 grads. This one fouled back and out of play. It's 2-2. Played last year at DCTC, I believe. Swinging strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts for Brandecker to stop the bleeding. A couple of hits, a couple of runs. Bases left loaded. It's 2-1 Irish after 3.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Today we're on soccer, Joe. So my goal is to kick around some topics with you, but I don't want to foul things up by being too forward.
Please stop that.
So could you assist me?
Stop.
Maybe pass some ideas
How?
so we can tackle this together?
Howie? Oh, boy.
I'm just saying, this really isn't my field.
Unbelievable.
Got a good ball game going on a beautiful night at Wintercrest Park. Stockmans Irish with a 3-2 lead as we start the 4th inning. Coon Rapids able to get their first across in the bottom of the 3rd. Cut the lead in half. Brandon Wozniak.
pretty good inning for the Redbirds in their bottom half of the third. Unfortunately, just the one run, but had an opportunity to score multiple runs.
Yeah, back-to-back strikeouts for Brandecker were huge. A very fast third inning for Brandon Wozniak. 3 fly balls, but all hit relatively well, not as hugely as what we saw from the Stockmans Irish in the first couple of innings. The triple from Fridges, the double from Olheiser. Brian Knight popped it up into short right field. Tracked down by Jimmy Brenda on a good run. That was the third out of the first inning. Good pitch right there. Caught him guessing, half swing, but in the zone. 0-1. Goes back to that breaking pitch, this time down in the dirt.
Short bench for the Irish. I think they only have 2 or 3 extra players here this evening.
Good pitch there from Wozniak to even the count 2-2. That'll happen around this time, you know,
absolutely.
The 4th of July week. A lot of families like to hit the road. This one hit well by Knight to center, but not as well as I thought, as Stein came in to make the play for out number 1.
Yeah, you talked about some fly balls in that top of the third. First out here, fly out to center. As a pitcher, you love that, just some lazy fly balls. Quick innings if you can get them.
Bryce Hinks to ground ball to third. A very well-made play by Torgerson. This one hit high to right center. Stein there in plenty of time for out number 2. And now Kelby Johnson. Johnson singled and scored in the second inning, his first at bat. Looks at a fastball high, 1-0. Good pitch from Wozniak. Catches the outside edge. 1-1. Curveball in the dirt, another good stop by White. No one on base, so doesn't matter a whole lot, but he doesn't have to chase it back to the backstop.
He does not. And you had mentioned before about Wozniak with a quick third, looking to see if he can repeat here with 2 away.
This one backing out of play, 2-2.
A couple of strikes.
That one in the turf in front of the sand. He just spiked that one. Now it's full count.
Well, again, White, with nobody on, obviously, if it had gotten by him, wasn't going to cause any harm. But getting his body in front of the ball, and making sure.
Well, you want to
continue to play that way every pitch.
This one jammed him, popped back and out of play. It'll stay a full count. Another 3-2 pitch with 2 away. Pop back, out of play.
Almost.
Shapiro.
Nah, it was a little too far for me.
Well, if you had set down your ice cream cone.
No, nobody's coming between me and my ice cream cone.
8th pitch of this at bat. He threw 7 pitches in the 3rd inning. Curveball poked into short right again, and unable to snag it was Jusela, unfortunately. And on base with that little bloop is Kelby Johnson.
Well, I thought it was going to fall without a play being made on it, and you know, and Jusela and Brenda both going for it. I'm not sure if the fact that they were as close as they were caused him to take his eye off a little bit.
Goes on the board as an error. And brings Eric Holheiser to the point. Holheiser to the plate. Holheiser an RBI single or double his first time up. First pitch he saw, this one in the dirt. Good stop by White. Trying to advance is Johnson, and he's at second as the throw got through and out into center field.
Yeah, he didn't waste any time with that stolen base. He took off right away.
And Wozniak spiked a couple of them in this inning, that a good 10 feet in front of home plate. One and 0 to Holheiser, down and away, 2-0. Holheiser might have had a triple had he kept going. I think he might have been able to make it, but drove in that run.
A little tough control here for Wozniak. Down in the count 3-0. Just trying to get out of this inning without any damage with 2 away.
In there for a strike, Holheiser taking all the way. 3-1. This one foul. Yeah, after getting those first 2 outs relatively quick.
Yep.
Long battle with Johnson that ends with an error on a little bloop. And now back to a full count against Eric Holheiser. Fastball popped back out of play. We'll try again. It was an 8-pitch at bat to Kelby Johnson. This is pitch number 7 of the at bat to Holheiser.
Yeah, especially after those 2 quick outs.
Well, this guy named Howie Shapiro started talking about having a quick inning right about that after that second out.
They had the tape back. Replay. I want to replay. That's what I get for opening up my mouth.
Well, it would be
Wait a minute,
it would be a pretty bad broadcast if you
didn't say a word. Yeah, it depends.
And now Levi Iverson struck out in his first at bat. Way in front of a curveball to start 0-1. Take time back out. 2 on, 2 out. This one fouled back out of play, and it's 0-2 to Levi Iverson.
A good spot for Wozniak here with heading the count. Again, you get a couple of runners on, and you just cut that lead to 2-1. Looking to keep it that way and get back to the plate.
Curveball, good backhanded stick by White. Fastball swinging, strike 3. Huge strikeout for Brandon Wozniak. They leave a couple of runners stranded. It's 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Did you know City Code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more? Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On collection day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Stockmans Irish started the ball game with a big bang. Nick Fridges with a triple. He would later score on a sacrifice fly by Brody Paulson. And then in the second inning, it was Eric Holheiser. Oh, that was the infield single by Kelby Johnson, and then Holheiser with a shot to deep center. That scored Johnson from first. Redbirds able to respond in the home half of the 3rd inning. An RBI single by Tanner Stein with the bases loaded. Brought Xander Parr home, but they left those bases juiced as Brandecker struck out the next 2 he faced. Jason Clubbin, a double to the wall in the first. His first at bat. This one hit home run distance, but foul down the line in left.
Yeah, he turned on it and just couldn't keep it straight.
Pitch in the dirt for Brandecker, 1-1.
Nice pitch there.
Leaned it back across the inside part of the plate. This one hit well, but snagged by Fridges at third. Just reached up and snagged it out of the air for out number 1.
That's a tough one. Thought he may have had a base hit. But a good play by Fridges.
That'll bring up Torgerson. Chases after a curveball, 0-1. Torgerson a pop up to short. Ending the second inning. This one hit to short center field and will fall right between 3 players. The bloop single and a man aboard with 1 out.
He had a tough play defensively. That was kind of a no man's land. All coming in from
They're
center.
all line drives in the box score.
Absolutely.
Bring up Cole Grubner. Grubner with a ground out to third. His first time at the plate. Another look at it. And fastball from Brandecker in for a strike, 0-1. Curveball gets past Johnson all the way to the backstop. Torgerson a turn at second. He will stay there.
Well, that one got to the backstop quickly.
Make it 1-1 to Grebner. Fastball in for a strike. Brandecker backing front 1-2.
Both one away. Good spot for the Redbirds if they can get a chance to manufacture a run. The runner at second.
Curveball, and it's going to the backstop as well. Torgerson will turn at third. And now the tying run just 90 feet away. Two-two to Grubner. Fastball grounded to the left side. It's going to score the run, and it's bobbled. Grebner is going to beat it out down the line. Silversmith had to go relatively deep into the hole.
Did.
Knocked it down with the backhand, but he couldn't hold on.
No, we're knotted up at 2.
I think they're giving him a hit on the scoreboard.
They did.
Parr pops up the first pitch in foul territory. Fridges underneath it for out number 2.
Yeah, tough spot there. Now big second out for the Irish. Justin Reeves stepping to the plate. The birthday boy, 26 years old, Justin Reeves. Sitting 294 on the season.
It's his birthday today?
It is his birthday today. No, I made it up. See if anybody calls me on. No, it is his birthday.
Reeves is batting for Paul.
Good curveball in for a strike. Fastball hit foul and out of play, 0-2.
Well, you know, the organist at the park could at least play Happy Birthday. Oh, wait, there isn't one here. That's just in my head.
Runner is going. Reeves, a fly ball to short center. Therefore, it is Hull, and that is out number 3. But the Redbirds get that run back, and they've evened it up. It's 2-2 as we head to the 5th on CTN.
So, Howie, did you know the term soccer actually came from England?
But don't the English call soccer football, like pretty much everyone else?
Yeah, but only after we started saying soccer, and the world was mocking us for it.
So you're saying the UK set us up?
Yep, sabotage.
Brits.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Just about midway through this ball game. 4 innings in, 5 to go.
The young fans enjoying it here.
I don't know that she'll make it till the end of the game, but
Hope I do.
Beautiful, beautiful evening to be out at the park.
Yes, or at the disc golf course.
Well, that's also part of the park.
Yeah.
I partook.
Yes.
Earlier this evening. I did not play that hole. I did not play the last handful of holes.
Well, you had a ball game to call.
I did.
Yeah, and you wanted to go home and have something to eat.
was wise decision. Jordan Hull will lead things off. What jersey number is he, Shapiro?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Fly ball to left field first time up. This time looks at a fastball up above the letters. 1-0. Another high fastball. This one turned on and fouled out of play. Good pitch from Wozniak to get back ahead, and they count 1-2. Okay, here's a question for you. Who's thrown more pitches through 4 innings? Brandecker or Wozniak? Curveball misses down and away.
Brandecker.
By how many?
8.
12.
I was going to say 12. Actually, I really was.
Of course you were.
And I thought, no, it can't be that many. I thought it would be about 8. I thought 8.
Good off-speed pitch. Got Hull out in front of it. Third strikeout of the game for Brandon Wozniak. The other 2 against the same player. Levi Iverson struck out twice. Back to the top of the order. Get an idea of how much movement there is on that pitch.
There really was.
Leadoff man Joe Silversmith, a ground ball and a fly ball in his first 2 trips. Relatively easy take down and away, and then a fastball fouled back.
That's yours,
and
Jan.
it will get out of play, and no one will be injured.
No.
That is.
And the unfortunate thing, the
important
popcorn machine isn't working here at the ballpark, so you can't take your foul ball back for a bag of popcorn.
Fastball up and in. Did not miss by much, just off the outside edge. 2-2. Back and out of play. Another full count pitch is forthcoming.
Yes, it is.
Misses outside, and Silversmith will trot down to first. Second walk of the ball game
He
for
earned that
Wozniak.
walk and made Wozniak throw a number of pitches that did a good job of keeping his at-bat alive.
Nick Fridges tripled and scored in the first. Waits on a curveball and gives it a good ride to right. Making the catch over his shoulder. That is not, who took over out in right? It's not clubbing anymore. It's Jack Arndt is out in right. Makes the catch. Oh, so Clubbin moved to left.
To left.
And Jack Arndt in right. Taking the spot of Xander Parr. Pitch down, good stop. No chance for Silversmith to try to advance. Two away, Brody Paulson. Sacrifice fly back in the first, a fly ball to right as last time. This one fouled back out of play. Fastball down and in. Not an easy take for Brody Paulson. 2-1. Curveball down and in, 3-1.
He's patient there, takes that pitch to get it to 3-1. With 2 away, Irish trying to get something going here and see if they can take the lead back. But
check the runner, and Silversmith back in plenty of time. Hit long way foul. And the count is full. Runner will be off with the pitch. Outside, ball 4. And here comes Lindstrom to have a chat with his pitcher.
yeah, with 2 away, just trying to get out of the inning and a couple of walks here. Give it an opportunity for the Irish to try and see if they can get an opportunity to score.
Yeah, especially after the Redbirds just got it back to even. Looks like they'll leave Wozniak on the rubber and see if he can at least finish out this 5th. Brian Knight, 0 for 2. Comes to the plate with 2 out and 2 on. 2-2 tie, and Wozniak going to call White back out to the mound.
Yeah, I think how he wanted to offer him here with the first pitch. Let's make sure they're on the same page.
Fastball misses outside.
All of a sudden, some issues with finding the zone.
Found it that time.
I was going to say, no problem there.
Evens the count, 1-1.
I think the W on the back of his uniform stands for Wozniak.
Big curveball gets a swinging strike, 1-2. Sure.
Okay, good. Just didn't know. I didn't know if they each had their own initial for the last name on the back of their pants.
Another spinner gets Knight screwed up, twisted into the ground for strike 3. And out number 3, we go to the bottom of the 5th, a 2-2 ball game at Wintercrest.
Okay, I have a couple good ones for you, Joe. How do football players stay cool? By standing next to the fans. What kind of tea do football players drink? Penalty. Why can't you play football with pigs? Because they hog the ball.
Beautiful night to be at the ball game, and you've got a heck of a contest going so far. 2 early runs from the Stockman Irish, one in each of the first 2 innings. One in the third, one in the fourth for the home team. And they've evened it back up at 2-all. Starting the bottom of the 5th, Scott Jusela.
Redbird squad looking to see if they can maybe get their first lead of the game.
Jusela 0 for 1 had a fly ball out in the first, walked in the second, or in the third rather. Backs away from that one, and it's 2-0. Fastball rolled back up the middle. Good snag, the spin, and the throw. A good scoop on the hop. What a play by Joe Silversmith, the shortstop, to get the out.
Love Paulson.
Bring up Tanner Stein, an RBI single last time. Looks at a pitch down and away in the dirt, 1-0. This one popped up. Back and will get out of play. Fastball down in the dirt, 2-1. Swung on and missed. Oh, he got a piece of it.
He did get a little piece of it.
Stays 2-2. Curveball hit to the left side, knocked down there by Fridges. The throw in time, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, Fridges got leather on it and was plenty of time as he's able to gather it up and strong throw across the diamond to Paulson for out number 2.
Joey Brenda. He's due.
Jimmy
Brenda.
Jimmy Brenda.
0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He's due.
You know, we had talked about how well he's been hitting.
Two and 0, and now down and in 3-0. Curveball. Brenda was definitely locked in and waiting for a strike there. 3-0. Brandecker pulls the string and gets it back to a full count.
Nathan Mathwig is warming up the bullpen for the Irish.
Brandecker slips another one past Brenda, got just a piece of it, but it's squeezed by Johnson in a 1-2-3 inning for Brandecker. Sends us to the 6th in a 2-2 ball game.
Any vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Sun is gone, leaving us a beautiful dusk as we start the 6th.
We have Justin Clark pitching for the Redbirds. Pitched 1 inning, struck out a couple of batters in that 1 inning.
Bryce Hinkst, Kelby Johnson, and Eric Holheiser are the scheduled hitters for the Irish. Hink still for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Fastball in for a strike.
A lot of juice on that pitch.
This one rolled to the left side, fielded by Torgerson. The throw a little low, and it got past Jusela at first. Sliding in safely at second is Bryce Hinkst. Second error of the ball game.
Yeah, just didn't get
for the Redbirds.
As much on that throw as he needed. I'll hit the bag. Got by him and hit the base.
So leadoff man in scoring position. On a 2-base error. Kelby Johnson singled and scored in the second. Beat out an infield single, showed off his speed, and then scored all the way from first. Now the runner at second. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Tried to bunt, pops it back, fouling out of play.
Well, this game, not just sixth inning, but Irish looking with that leadoff opportunity. And the runner now in scoring position, see if they can get that lead back.
Fastball inside, backs Johnson off a bit. Fastball hit foul and out of play. 2-2.
Clark works a little bit slower than Wozniak did. A little more deliberate.
Curveball rolled to the right side. Brenda to Jusela for out number 1. Hinks moves up to third base. So now that go-ahead run just 90 feet away. 1 out, top of the 6th inning, and Olheiser, a big hitter, had the double to drive in a run in the 2nd. Fastball inside. He's definitely got some snap.
He does.
On the fastball. Corner infielders are in for the Redbirds, trying to keep that run from coming home. Outside, 3-0.
Yeah, now in a situation with 3-0. Torgerson moves back a little bit at third.
Good pitch there for a strike, but easy when you know they're taking all the way. 3-1 pitch. Pops off the glove of White, but stays close, and that's ball 4 for Olheiser. Runners at the corners with 1 down.
Yeah, now you're in a little tougher situation with just 1 away, unless you can get an opportunity to get a ground ball and try and get a double play here. But you want to make sure that run from third does not come home.
Bring up Levi Iverson. Iverson 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts against Wozniak. His first chance against Clark. Comes in a good spot with runners at the corners, 1 out. Clark having some trouble finding the zone. Time called before the pitch. Good pitch there.
Just give an opportunity to keep that count close.
clips the corner. It's 1-1 with 1 out. Runners at the corners. Tie ball game. Gets it past the swinging Iverson. It's 1-2.
Yeah, great spot being 1-2. Looking to get that important second out of the inning.
Fastball called a strike. Third of the night for Levi Iverson as he heads back to the dugout. A big second out for Clark and the Redbirds. Error and a walk put the runners at the corners. Jordan Hull is the number 9 hitter. He also wears number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Curveball outside, 1-0.
We should have T-shirts made. Number 9.
Number 9.
Just say number 9. Just like several times.
Echoing across the back. Curveball misses down 2-0. And this is the spot that Clark's found himself in quite a bit already in this first inning of relief. Behind in the count. Fastball chopped right to first base. Jusela tried to field it in fair territory.
Just wanted to make sure maybe the official didn't see it. Just like pull the ball back into fair territory.
It's just like framing a pitch,
exactly.
really.
Absolutely.
But a foul ball will mean Jordan Hull is still at the plate with a 2-1 count. Runners going, fastball for a strike. Holheiser in safely at second. No throw and a 2-2 count now to Jordan Hull. Trying to strand 2 runners for the Irish in the third straight inning. Pitch down and away.
Justin Walters actually taking over at second base for Jimmy Brinda.
Full count now to Jordan Hull. Misses low and they're all loaded up.
Trying to get that elusive third out.
And back to the top of the order. Joe Silversmith, 0 for 2. Earned a walk his last time. Comes up here with the bases loaded and 2 away. A tie ball game. Pitch in the dirt. Stopped by White.
Yeah, White had to make a nice play on the ball and just make sure that he kept it in front of him.
He's had a very nice night behind the plate.
Yeah, he's had to make a number of nice stops.
Fastball up high, 2-0. Fastball right down Broadway, 2-1.
Obviously has to be careful, has nowhere to put anyone.
Fastball blown past him. And it's a 2-2 count. Got a piece of the fastball, stays alive. We'll try it again at 2-2.
Yeah, I had to make sure he at least got a piece of it. With 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded, looking to try and take the lead here in the top of the 6th.
Curveball outside at a full count with 2 away, and everybody goes on the pitch.
Yep.
And if you're Justin Clark, it's got to be your best pitch right here. Fastball rolled to short. Grebner takes his time, makes a good throw. Jusela makes a good stretch for out number 3, and they strand him full. Go to the bottom of the 6th, all tied at 2.
All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Russell.
Zach's at the ballpark. He's keeping an eye on things,
Yes,
making
he is.
sure we're taking care of our duties.
Keeps us in kind of in line, so to speak.
Zach White leading off for the Redbirds in the bottom of the 6th. Takes a pitch on the outside edge, strike 1. And now just outside, 1-1. Brandecker's still going. Approaching the century mark in pitches.
They did have a little work earlier in this contest in the bullpen, actually last inning.
White rolls that one foul. It's 2-2. Curveball, pop foul, and out of play. This one hit to short on a hop. Silversmith backhands it. The throw skips and gets past. White will dig for second, and he'll be there safely. And much like the top half of the inning, it starts with a 2-base error.
Well, Silversmith didn't control it at first, and then he had to rush his throw. He put it down in the dirt. We talked about getting behind Paulson over at the bag at first.
So now it's Coon Rapids that has the go-ahead run in scoring position with no one away. Jason Clubman now in left field. Started in right. Had a double in his first at bat. Curveball up high from Brandecker makes it 1-0.
And Redbirds haven't led in this contest yet. Looking to see if they can do it here in the bottom of the 6th with nobody out and a runner at second.
Curveball gets Clubman swinging, 1-1. Lays off the off-speed pitch. That was pitch 101. In case you
I was wondering. Thank you.
wondering.
Thank you. Got the 100 pitch meter.
This one grounded to the right side. Johnson to Paulson for out number 2, or out number 1. But White moves over to third on the play.
Well, yeah, he did what he needed to do. He sacrificed him, hit that ball to that side of the infield to force the only play over to the bag at first.
Oh, I think we have a courtesy runner at third.
Oh.
That wasn't paying attention, but that is not Zach.
No, that
White.
is definitely not Zach.
Torgerson, first pitch hit well toward the gap in right center. That's an RBI. Big turn at first, but that's where he'll stay. RBI single puts the Redbirds in front for the first time, 3-2. Torgerson's second hit of the ball game. He apparently also went to CVS for the Shapiro starter kit.
Yeah, well, I got them out here in Coon Rapids now, so they originally were just in New Hope, but I was able to negotiate a deal. Coming soon to Andover.
The Shapiro starter stash
exactly.
kit. Cole Grubner takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Down in the dirt, it skips away. Torgerson will get over to second base and into scoring position.
Well, that third run now is the first lead of the game for the Redbirds here in the bottom half of the 6th. Looking to see if they can increase it here.
Grebner an RBI single his last time up. Takes pitch low, 1-0. Or 2-1. Or 3-5.
3-5.
I don't know.
It's one of those numbers. It's a number.
Curveball misses outside, 3-1. I've been calling it wrong all night long. I may as well get it way wrong,
at least
right?
be consistently wrong.
Fastball rolled to the left side, snagged by Fridges. Looks the runner back and gets the out over at first. Out number 2.
Big second out in the field for the Irish, as they're just trying to get back to the plate with just allowing the 1 run so far.
Got to bring Jack Arndt to the plate, his first at bat. Came in the top of the inning for Xander Parr. Maybe top of the 5th even. Curveball misses low, 1-0. Fastball misses high. 2-0.
Love the dugout chatter from the Redbirds dugout. They're vocal.
And they have fun being it. It's the great thing about town ball. It's really all about the fun, and the Coon Rapids roster is rejuvenated a bit the last couple of seasons. We, of course, saw last year a couple of the longtime Redbirds who finally stepped away. Lindstrom, Aaron Lindstrom, and Zach Sather at third base. Played there many, many, many years.
He did. They both did. Lindstrom, the usual first base minder.
He was a catcher back in the day.
Well, back in the day, yeah.
Arndt thought he had the walk. Instead, it's a full count. Called the strike at the letters. This one fouled back and out of play. 3-2 with 2 out, one already across, another in scoring position. Coon Rapids has taken the lead, and that is ball 4.
There's the free pass. So runners at first and second with 2 away.
That'll bring up Justin Reeves. He took over the DH spot in the 4th inning. Fly ball to center field, his first time with the plate. Now with 2 out and 2 on. Takes a strike, 0-1. Underneath the breaking pitch from Brandecker, it's 0-2. Foul back and out of play.
Let's go chase that one. That's close. I don't have to go very far to get it. Maybe after the get out of the inning here, I'll go take a little jog.
Another foul to the backstop this time. It'll stay 0-2. Hey, did you see who picked up the foul
Number 9.
ball? Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. This one hit into left field. It's going to find the turf and run the gap. Torgerson will score easily. They're going to send Arndt home as well. He's in. That's a 2-run double for number 22, the birthday boy, Justin Reeves, with a 2-run double.
That's a nice present on your birthday, and your 26th birthday. Get a double, get a couple RBI, give your team the 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
Three runs in the inning. Bring up Scott Jusela. It's a great opportunity for the Stockmans Irish in the top half of this inning. They got a 2-base error for the leadoff guy, got him on base, but ended up leaving the bases loaded. Same thing happened to start the bottom half of the 6th. Torgerson gets to second on a 2-base error, leading off, and they turn it into a big inning. 3 runs across here. Just 2 hits in the inning.
Big swing and a miss there.
Now Jusela behind in the count, 1-2.
That's it.
Called third strike, ends the inning, but 3 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1. There was an error on the Irish. It's a 5-2 lead for Coon Rapids as we go to the 7th.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Howie, do you know why fish are so bad at volleyball? Because they're afraid of the net.
Why me?
Why couldn't the volleyball player cross the road? There were too many bumps. Why was Cinderella kicked off the team? Because she ran away from the ball.
I hate you.
Getting into the late innings here at Wintercrest Park. Another change on the hill for the home team as Joe Lewis, the southpaw.
Lewis has an 0-1 record. He's pitched 17 1/3 innings, given up 22 hits, 13 runs, 10 of those runs earned. Comes in with a 5.19 ERA.
He will face the heart of the order here with Fridges, Paulson, and Knight. The 2-3-4 hitters due up.
Well, the Redbirds having a nice bottom half of the 6th, going 3 runs, taking the lead for the first time tonight.
5 unanswered.
Yep. Seven base hits tonight for the Redbirds, out hitting the Irish 7-3.
Ian Wynn, I believe, is taking over out in center field. Fastball from Lewis called the strike to start Fridges out 0-1.
Yeah, now the batters have to look at that left-hander after facing a couple of righties.
Curveball misses down and away, skips to the backstop, 1-1. It's also more difficult for your catcher to go from catching a right-handed pitcher. And Zach White's done a nice job staying in front of a lot of curveballs in the dirt. And now that curveball is spinning the other direction. Pitch called a strike at the letters, 1-2. A 7th inning visit, special 7th inning visit from Coon Rapids Redbirds skipper Jeff Lindstrom, and there's a strikeout for Joe Lewis. Jeff, thanks for being with us. Beautiful night for ball game.
How you doing, Joe?
I'm excellent.
Good.
Night like tonight, a great ball game going.
We always love to have you guys here. I know we got a lot of Coon Rapids kids here, and you've covered them in high school, so it's always great to have you guys out. You've always been great sports fans of Coon Rapids, so we love having you guys out.
Well, glad to have you And glad to see, we were talking a little earlier, you know, the kind of a changing of the guards of the Redbirds over the last couple of seasons. Your son, Aaron, and Zach Sather finally deciding after last season. And now to just see so much youth. You got a couple of guys that are, you know, 2022 grads in Torgerson and White. I know you got a handful of 2021s and a lot of youthful faces in the lineup.
Well, in amateur baseball, you need youth because you need legs. Aaron, my son, Sather, Dan Skog, and Kinsella left us all. This is the first year we've not had those four, so we got really young, and we went through some growing pains, and we still are. But boy, the kids are great. The kids are just great. They love baseball. They don't have to be here, and they do. They pay a fee to play baseball, and every kid's a great kid. And most baseball kids are. You know that.
Yeah.
You've got one.
Yeah. But this one slapped into left field down the line. Will fall well in front of
Stein
out in left field now. Solid single for Brody Paulson with one out.
And then we threw it away. We showed our youth there and threw it away, so we got to second. But I can't say enough. You know, you watch amateur ball now that Aaron's playing, and some of these kids, I know when we started, some of these kids would come up, you know, 20-year-old or 21, and say, boy, this guy's 35 years old, I can hit him. And I call it a comfortable 0 for 4 because they come back and they just miss and they just miss and they just miss and they're 0 for 4, you know. And but they know how to play the game. They're former D1, D2, D3 players, and they know how the game's played. So and you have to learn how to play the game. You know, at the high school level, Matty Mossy knows as much baseball as anybody, and you know, you got to have talent. You know, you've covered them the last 4 or 5 years, and you got to have numbers, and that's what amateur ball is. Every team is different because in amateur ball, not everybody's here. You don't have a captured roster like high school or college. It's like, well, you got guys at work and have kids and stuff like that. So it works out pretty good.
Well, it's amazing how big town ball has gotten over, I guess it's the last decade. Certainly it has rose to prominence as far as how much popularity how much it's grown in popularity and kind of gotten in front of people's minds. But it's a lot of fun. I love the wood bat, to be certain, and the varied age of the players, anywhere from 18 to as you mentioned mid-30s and older, and everybody's just having a good time.
Yeah, we went to Minnetonka earlier this year, and their top 3 hitters are all 35 and over. And I told our young kids, I said, they may not get a hit every time, but watch these guys swing. They swing hard.
Oh, this one hit well to right, but measured perfectly for out number 2.
So, in some of the older pitchers, like I said, I can hit this 35-year-old. Well, he's been around the block. He knows how to pitch. He knows where to spot. He knows, he's watching in the box. He knows how to pitch. Just like the crafty major league pitcher, Brad Radke, for instance. He never threw over 90, I don't think, but he made a solid career in baseball because he knew how to pitch.
Yeah, and at the end, his fastball, I think, topped out about 86, 87.
Yeah, if that.
But boy, he was still very effective, and obviously stayed in the rotation up till his final year.
Yep. But like I said, town ball is
this one hit well to right, but clubbing again, going to have it measured.
And you play because you love it. Baseball's a game you can play for life, and you got 35 and over leagues, 40 and over leagues, so it's just fun. And these kids want to be here.
Yep.
They don't have to be here; they're not getting paid. you know. In fact, at our group, we have to pay to play just to survive. We have field rental and uniforms and stuff like that. We got to look the part at least, you know.
Well, it's a lot of fun.
And looking the part, I brought you guys a couple of hats and some. You can fight over what you want, and but I appreciate you guys coming. You guys are obviously Coon Rapids sports personified. You've been doing it for how long now?
26 years.
26? Next year will be our 20th year of Coon Rapids Redbird baseball.
Well,
years.
We'll likely be here for that as well. Thanks for joining us. We're going to take a break. Be back with the bottom half of the 7th right after this.
Thank you.
Been a good ball game so far. It started with a couple of runs by the visitors, and since then it's been all the home team. They scratched their way back from a 2-run deficit. They got one in the bottom of the 3rd, one more in the bottom of the 4th, and then the big inning, a 3-run inning in the 6th, has them sitting with a 5-2 lead, and they finally chased Nathan Brandecker off the mound. He finished with a unofficially 124 pitches.
There's Nathan Mathwig. We saw him warming up earlier in the contest. Going to take over on the mound here with his squad trailing 5-2 in the bottom of the 7th, and Redbirds looking to see if they can add on.
Tanner Stein will lead things off. Mathwig slides it in there for a strike, 0-1. Sorry, 0-2, and now 1-2. Popped up, foul, and out of play.
Heading for the truck.
Been a good competitive ball game in that. You know, it was kind of a quick inning that we had Jeff visiting.
Yeah.
With that swing at the pitch in the dirt, but it's going to work out well because Stein is going to get to third, or get to third.
Third.
I said it all.
Boy, is he quick. He is quick.
All night I've just been, words come out of my mouth that aren't supposed to, and
man, that's Buxton. That's Buxton fast.
All right. So that's a strikeout, but he reaches on a wild pitch. It's a rarity.
Well, the Redbirds will take it for sure.
First at bat for Justin Walters. Big swing and a miss. Underneath another fastball from Mathwig. It's 0-2.
Walters not a lot of at bats this season. Just 2. Has a base hit, so he's hitting .500.
He's done on 3 pitches here, swinging strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Mathwig to start his outing. But he's going to need 4 to get through this inning.
He will.
Bring up the catcher, Zach White. Reached on a 2-base error. This one flipped to second. It starts a double play for 6-3. And that inning is over quickly after the leadoff man got on base by a wild pitch. 8th inning after this on CTN.
Did you know that a player will jump an average of 300 times per game of volleyball?
Wow. And I think jumping up to go to the fridge is hard.
The fastest volleyball serve was over 83 miles per hour.
Yikes. If that serve were coming at me, they could have the point. I like my hands. They're dainty.
Huh?
Home team has scored 5 unanswered to grab that 5-2 lead away from the Stockmans Irish. Just 6 outs remaining for the Irish to try and come back. Things started out really well for them. They scored in each of the first 2 innings, and then they had a lot of base runners. They left 2 stranded in the 4th. They left 2 stranded in the 5th. They left the bases loaded in the 6th. And left a man at third base in the 7th as well.
Now that's a beard. That is a manly beard.
That's patience right there. That's more patience than anyone knows until they've grown a beard like that. I hats off to him.
Steve Schreier comes in with a 3-0 record, 18 and a third. He's given up 20 hits, 10 runs, 6 of those earned, a 2.95 earned run average on the season. Pretty solid.
Starts Kelby Johnson with a strike, 0-1. Johnson singled and scored in the second, reached on an error and then grounded out last time up. Fastball up high, 1-1. Another one up high, 2-1. After starting him with a fastball for a strike, 3 straight up high. And in danger of walking the leadoff man. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Good looking pitch.
Yeah, he had the heat on that one. An opportunity here now at 3-2.
This one hit into shallow right center. Long run for everyone involved, but getting there to make the catch. Braden Klapperick.
I think he was the courtesy runner earlier in the game.
And now Olheiser. Olheiser's been on base. Oh, he's replaced in the lineup. This one fouled back and out of play.
That's Brock Russell.
Yeah, and Olheiser had been on base all 3 times. 2 walks and a double. Swung on and missed. 3-pitch strikeout. And now Levi Iverson. Iverson's having a rough night at the plate, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Schreier throws him a curveball, gets him swinging 0-1. Fouled to the backstop, 0-2.
Schreier in a good spot here. at 0-2, trying to get a relatively quick inning to get back to the plate with protecting that 3-run lead.
You remember what happened last time you said
I
that?
know,
I'm
reversing it. But nothing happened, though. There wasn't any runs scored, so I kind of saved myself in a way. But it's going to happen here.
This one hit high to left field. Underneath it is Stein. He makes the catch. And Schreier gets him 1, 2, 3 in the 8th. Bottom half after this on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, Coon Rapids leading Stockmans Irish by a 5-2 score. Irish scored early. The Redbirds came back to tie, and then a 3-run 6th inning has them in the driver's seat as we get to the late innings. So look at Jeff Lindstrom, who joined us for a little bit here, a little bit ago.
Something, told me he kind of wanted to stay and keep talking with you, but he had to actually manage a ball game.
Clubbin leading things off. He fouls it off out of play.
Coach Bright wanted to know if he was coming back to manage or not.
Well, and speaking of Coach Bright, I was going to find a way to segue into Coach Bright. Want to give a shout out to Ma Bright.
Yep.
Watching the ball game tonight. No Twins game, but hey, Redbirds are on.
That's right.
And it has been an entertaining one.
I'm sure she's enjoying this one.
Clubbin fouls it back out of play.
Still want him to change.
Yeah,
still want to change his first name to Mick.
This one hit well to left and sinking, though. A diving catch in left field by Olheiser. Got a late break on it.
I was just going to say, he did.
He thought the same thing I did off the bat. It looked like it was going further. It's kind of a late break. Gets in and makes a nice grab.
Making sure it closed that leather, making sure it's inside.
And now Hayden Torgerson 2 for 3. And that's not him. That's Klaprick. Klaprick looks at a curveball for a strike.
Braden hitting .217 as he steps to the plate.
Fastball down and in, 1-1. Way up high. Easy take. 2-1. This one hit well through the hole on the left side. A 1-out single for Braden Klaprick.
Yeah, not much Silversmith could do at shortstop to get that one. That was hit sharply between third and short.
And now?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Cole Grebner. 1 for 3 with an RBI. Runner at first, 1 out. Facing the lefty, swings and misses, 0-1. Down low evens the count. Boy, that had some spin on it. Broke back in over the plate. 1-2. Grebner gave up on it. Thought it was outside. It was. That's not where it finished. 1-2 fastball is low. Curveball hit softly over the head of Silversmith into shallow center field. Back-to-back singles with 1 out at the bottom of the order. And back to the top. Redbirds trying to add on to their lead here in the late innings.
Ian Wynn getting the opportunity to hit.
His first at bat.
Ian hitting .385 on this season.
Down and away.
It's 26 at bats, 10 base hits, 2 of them being triples. I'm sorry, doubles.
He can fly.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice looking little. I'm not sure if that's a cutter or short slider, but it's got some nice break from right to left. This one hit well down the line and right. Going back on it is Hengst. Makes the catch over his shoulder. Tagging and moving over to third will be Klapperick.
That was a pretty catch. Did a great job staying with the ball, and as you mentioned, that over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2.
Biggest hit of the ball game so far came off the bat of the birthday boy, Justin Reeves, a 2-run double in that 6th inning. Help establish that lead, and there that is, spinning into the zone, 0-1. Fastball popped up, out of play. 0-2.
Good spot for Mathwig here. Trying to get his club back to the plate with their last opportunity in this game.
Inside, 1-2. Grebner advances to second without a play. Another one down and in. 2-2 with 2 out and 2 in scoring position for number 22.
A lot of 2s.
Could he do it again? This one hit through the hole on the left side. Silversmith able to scoop, throw way offline. That's an RBI single for Reeves. Having a nice day at the ballpark on his birthday.
Absolutely. Make
it a 6-2 lead. Scott Jusela will come to the plate. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Swings and misses, 0-1. Fastball ripped down the line, but it'll hook foul. It'll be 0-2.
Good thought there if he's able to keep it straight.
Down in the dirt, good stop by Johnson. High fly down the line and right, hooking and out of play. Wisely lays off a pitch up high, looking for a break that never came. 2-2. Ten hits now in the ball game for the home team. Jusela got a piece, fouled that off. We'll try it again.
Yeah, doing a good job of working his at bat with 2 away.
This one hit well to center, back on it is Hull. He's got room for out number 3. But the Redbirds add one more. They lead 6-2 as we go to the 9th on CTN.
All right, Joe. In high school football, the snap ends when A, the ball is moved from its place on the ground, B, the ball leaves the snapper's hands, or C, the ball touches the ground or any other player. You don't have to raise your hand, Joe. Yes, Joe?
I love football.
Ah, yikes.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
It has been a beautiful night at the ballpark and an outstanding ball game. Stockmans Irish came in and scored 1 run in each of the first 2 innings. Coon Rapids Redbirds responded with 1 in the 3rd and then another in the 4th to tie it. Took the lead with a 3-run 6th inning. Added 1 more there in the 8th. And Schrader trying to close it down with a 4-run lead now.
Yeah, nice little cushion.
Starting off, he'll face the number 9 hitter.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
He is also number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Jordan Hull. Hull is 0 for 2 with a walk. He bunts one past Schrader, slipped on the mound, and he's going to get an infield single on a bunt on the first pitch of the inning.
Yeah, coming off that mound, went to the ground. Nobody able to really make a play on that. I don't think anyone was expecting bunt, and
Well, and once you get it past the pitcher in that situation, that you've got an infield single.
Down goes Schreier.
Yeah, Schreier made a good effort, but the slipped, and then as soon as he slipped, there was no chance to stop.
No.
Back to the top of the order. Up and into Silversmith. Silversmith 0 for 3.
Yeah, no better time when you're 0 for to try and come through here.
Fouled back and out of play. And Schreier ahead in the count 1-2. Popped up, back and out of play again. Way up high, it skips away from White. Runner will move to second.
Yeah, once that ball popped out of his glove, it's an easy opportunity to get to second.
Two and two now, the count to Joe Silversmith. Up and in, but got the swinging strike 3 and a big out for Schreier. They'd love to keep Hull from scoring, but
they would.
Realistically, not going to spend a lot of time thinking about him.
No, they'll trade outs for that.
Nick Fridges tripled and scored in the first. Curveball did not curve for Schreier, 1-0. And now way upstairs again, 2-0. Fastball in for a strike.
Yeah, when he watched go by and Schreier trying to keep his control. Nice pitch there.
Took a little something off of it, got Fridges swinging. It's 2-2. Fridges got a piece, stays alive. Couple of fly balls and a strikeout since that triple in the first. This one hit well to right, and a tough read for Claperick started to come in, and it's over his head. Coming in to score is going to be Jordan Hull. It's an RBI double for Nick Fridges. Second hit of the ball game, second extra base hit of the ball game.
Again, he jumped on that pitch and gave it a nice ride to right field, and no opportunity for the out. And that'll put another run on the board for the Irish, make it a 6-3 game. with one away.
Brody Paulson had a sacrifice fly in the first. A fly out, a walk, and a single since. Takes the pitch inside, 1-0. One out and a runner at second base. One already across here in the top of the ninth. The Stockmans Irish trying to come back from a 4-run deficit. Redbirds trying to hold on.
Yeah, that second out of the inning is going to be important.
This one hit hard and through on the right side. Turning and coming home is Fridges. Throw is coming all the way in. White comes over to get it, but that allows Paulson to move over to second base.
And again, now it's a 6-4 contest with just one away. As you mentioned, the Irish trying to chip back into this game here in the top of the ninth.
Well, and that's, you know, you heard Jeff talking about inexperience. That's one that has to go to the cutoff.
Yes.
There is no way you were going to catch
No
a runner as fast as Fridges, and that extra base from first to second for Paulson could come up big. And now the tying run at the plate. Over to field is Walters. Got it to Jusela for out number 2. Run moves over to third, but now just one out remains for the Irish.
Yeah, that was a huge second out. Now, again, you really don't have to be concerned about that runner at third. You just have to get that out, and you're still good with that 2-run lead. And that was a big 6th run in the bottom of the 8th.
Hinks comes in looking for his first hit of the ball game. He's 0 for 3 or 0 for 4, reached on an error.
A good spot for him to deliver, going 0 for 4. Opportunity to redeem himself a little.
This one rolled to first and just fair. And again, Jusela trying to frame it back in play, but no sail.
Nope.
This one fouled back out of play. And the Irish down to their last strike.
Yeah, good spot here for Schreier, heading the count. Looking to see if he can just close it out.
Swung on and missed. Schreier gets the strikeout. And the Redbirds get the win. 6-4 the final score.
Nice win, brings their record to 12-8. Just the 3rd loss of the season for the Irish, but the Redbird will take that victory and win the contest by a score of 6-4.
Yeah, especially after the way it started. They were had their bats going big in those first couple of innings, only able to get a couple of runs, fortunately, for the Redbirds. And then the Redbirds pitching really locked it down well through the middle innings. They get a couple here late, but can't get enough as the Redbirds hold on for the 2-run win.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Good job, and the fact that the Redbirds got 10 hits, I'm sure that pleases Jeff Lindstrom, head coach, as they continue on this season.
And that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.